All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Why Ukraine live stream once again. I've been here in a week. Now I'm back a little early from my trip. Oh my God, I just realized. Oh. Half set up here. Do I sound better now? Jesus Christ. Forgot how to do a live stream, for God's sake. Yeah. So here I am. Oh, you got your first Reddit ban, Ronnie. Congratulations. Yeah, so thank you, everybody. I'm back from my trip to parts unknown in the east of Ukraine. Thank you all for coming, and we'll start. I guess we'll start with this little story. Yeah. So first of all, I don't know if he's here yet, but I'd like to thank our member Il Pirata when he joins. He's probably still traveling, but he's the one of us, the one of you, who came here to Ukraine and said, "Hey, I'm gonna rent a car. Let's go do some shit." Thank you, Viper. Yeah, I was. I won't lie. I was within about 1 kilometer of when actually it didn't wake me up, but I was within 1 kilometer of the S-300 that hit Kharkiv. Apparently. So yeah, that was a thing. And I mean, I just got back last night, and as you can see, if you look behind me here, I will. There we are. As you can see, I came back with some very interesting things, and we're going to talk about what some of those things are here. I have my usual flags, but East is a bit rough, but not for long. Yeah. I will tell you that. Well, I saw a lot of things I can't talk about. Let's put it that way. I saw a lot of troop movements, a lot of troops being deployed, going somewhere that I won't talk about. So, as you guys know, we delivered, or I delivered the drone that you guys purchased, and let me see if I can find the pictures of that situation. Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for. So here we go. Here is the drone being. This is what it looks like when it's set up, by the way. So, and this is, by the way, so I can't remember. I took notes, of course, the last live stream. Oh, by the way, hello, Cheryl. Thanks for coming. No scuttlebutt about the 115th. I have not heard. Yeah, it's literally here it is. I mean, in this picture, it's on the ground, but they put it together and got it all connected up, and they're going to take it back to their unit. Now, our member Il Pirata also brought with him from California a couple of DJIs, Mavic 2s, good for training, basically. And so we, UTV and Ham. I have something very interesting to show you, sir, as the first person to buy a T-shirt from my website, which, unfortunately, if you see myshopify.com, which I need to just edit this because right now, unfortunately, my website is down. I don't know if it's okay. I don't know if it's Russian trolls, orcs, triggering the AI or whatever. But I got a message last week. I believe actually it was last Wednesday, actually before my stream, that they were going to do a regular just a routine security check. But they haven't spoken to me. They haven't gotten back to me. I've been speaking with their customer service every other day, and it's getting worse and worse. And it's been a week now, and that was my primary method for raising funds. It's how we did the raffle. So the raffle, by the way, for the drone, to buy another drone for the International Legion is still on. All you have to do is you'll see that's my PayPal here, and let me just edit that. PayPal. Aberrant Red. Oh, come on, learn to spell PayPal correctly. There we go. Yeah, Aberrant Red at Gmail. That is my sole. Yeah, Ronnie. They will not give a reason. They said I have to speak with the accounts department. There's no way to speak to the accounts department. I just have to wait for the accounts department to email me, and the only way that they communicate is via email. And their customer service says, "Gosh, I'm very sorry." Hello, Levi. Thanks for coming. Their customer service says over and over again, "Gosh, we're very sorry. We really care about you, but we can't do anything." So I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. So I will be moving the fundraising site to another platform, even if they reinstate the Why Ukraine .myshopify.com. I mean, you can go to it right now. It's just I can't take payments. And I asked him, "Am I violating some policy? Did I do something wrong?" They said, "No, it's just a routine check on is where you guys pay Shopify, and then within 2 business days, they're supposed to pay me." I have literally no control over that. 0%. So like, what am I going to do with that? Honestly. And so it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Scotty, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you love it, please share. Even if you are not in a position to make donations, totally understand that. But please share this with as many people as you can. We need more people to support Ukraine. Now we had amazing news. So I was in Kharkiv. It was about the same time that the S-300, and I have not, honestly, I've not even had time to check the news. I mean, as you can imagine. Oh wow, Russia strikes Balaklia in Kharkiv region. Okay, well, I was there. When was I there? I was there 2 days ago, or very close, very close. We drove past. So just to help you to understand. Okay. So we met with we drove all over the front, and I don't want to talk about exactly the places that we went, but we now have connections with a Legion unit, and so a unit of the International Legion that is connected to the 83rd Mechanized Brigade, and so we are, basically directly friends with their drone unit, and we are going to be supplying them with drones and drone parts and all of that type of stuff, basically. So let's see, UTV and Ham. I have something specifically to show you right now. UTV and Ham, are you seeing this? This is the T-shirt that you bought, and right now it's the only T-shirt anyone can buy. He was the first guy to buy a T-shirt, and unfortunately, the original T-shirt style that he wanted to buy was out of stock. And so I was waiting. Finally, I emailed him. I said, "Hey, can we get something similar?" Yeah, and thank you, members, thank you for the Salt of the Red Earth. Thank you for gifting the five memberships. And wow, and that's like Elf Friends level. Super cool. So, yeah, I don't know if you see it there, but this is signed by the guys in by the guys we gave the drone to in the 83rd Mechanized Brigade. So in fact, I've got the shirt right here, and I'm going to send it out tomorrow to you. Here we go. I think it's pretty awesome. I've got actually too much stuff to even show you on this live stream. I mean, this is going to take more than one live stream to talk about. I've got too much stuff to talk about, but yeah. So there you go, and it's Sam and Foma. That's their call signs. One wrote in English, and the other one wrote in and I believe I could be wrong, but I think what it says here is Zaporizhia. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to have my wife translate it. I can't remember off the top of my head, but Foma is from Zaporizhia. That's why he wrote that there. And then Sam wrote, "Thank you for everything you do." So that's going to be a pretty cool T-shirt. Yeah, and then the other thing I wanted to show is who won our raffle is Paul. Hey, Paul. Wait, who won our raffle? I need to go back and check my notes. I need to, we recorded it in a live stream, right? Somebody tell me who won our raffle. Was it Paul? Or maybe, all right. So I just wanted to show you that these postcards, here we go. Boosh. So this was signed, these were signed by, so this is coming to you, my man. So this postcard, and it says, "Thank you for everything you do for us." Did I say 83rd? Greetings from the 63rd Brigade to whoever is waiting for our victory. And then something in Ukrainian that I don't read Ukrainian handwriting very well. I'm gonna have my wife translate this, but it's definitely Dyakuyu za. Thank you for donation. Dyakuyu. Okay, I think it's thank you for supporting us. Thank you for your donation. And then Zaporizhia MB Foma. Yeah. Yeah, so these are awesome. Yeah, and another one here from the 63rd Brigade, and yeah, so this is cool stuff, super cool stuff, and I hope. Oh, it's Paul Gilbert. Yes, you're right, Paul. That's a different Paul. Paul Gilbert. So somebody go tell Paul Gilbert that he got some cool shit. Okay. And all of these postcards are signed, by actually the guy Foma who signed this card. That's the guy holding the shirt in the picture that I was just showing, which is this one here. So he's the one wearing the balaclava. So we got to hang out with them and flew the yeah, it's pretty oh hey Paul, you're here. Yeah, you got some cool shit. But now you guys are gonna we're gonna have another raffle, and we have the let me see, I need to actually check. We have the raffle for the next drone. Okay, and I want to see, put that over here. Okay, I actually need to look and see what the hell am I giving out on that raffle. Yeah, I have to look on my own site. Give me a second. I'll move it over here. Okay, so all you guys have to do at this point is, so you can see this QR code. So this QR code is for my PayPal, and you can scan that, or you can put in the aberrantred@gmail.com, and you'll see the name. The name, it's actually my son's name. But just put in raffle, and I'll know that it's the raffle for the drone, just like this. Okay, and let me see, what are our thank you gifts? Yeah, the painting, Bell's amazing painting, and yeah, and these stamps. Oh, and this flag. So that's this flag right here, which, by the way, is now signed by the. By the way, Foma, the guy who signed this, he's an FPV. He's an FPV drone pilot for the 63rd Brigade. It's funny you guys are speaking about air guitars. That's an interesting thing. I know Il Pirata is not with us yet, but where the hell did I put it? Give me a second. There we go. So since we're all talking about guitars, I brought a guitar. I don't play guitar, but one of you do, and Il Pirata brought this from America to donate to children here in Ukraine. And no, I'm not going to play the air drums, and I'm not going to play this guitar either, because I love you guys, and that would be a violation of the Geneva Conventions, I'm pretty sure. But this guitar is signed by the 63rd Brigade, as you can see here. Yeah, Viper, that would be awesome. This guitar is going to be donated to the children at the art and music school. Oh, hey, there he is. So this guitar is going to be donated to the children at the art and music school here in my village, in my hometown. Well, I guess it's my hometown now. Probably after I donate this, it will be. So this is going to Ukrainian children here, and I'm sure that they will appreciate, because it's a nice ass guitar, man. As someone who knows nothing about guitars, I can already tell you it's a nice ass guitar. And it's signed by FOMA, our FPV operator extraordinaire. So, yeah, there we go. It's pretty awesome, yeah. I told you guys I have I have more stuff than I can even show you. Okay, to be perfectly honest, more stuff than I can even show. And I think. Oh yes. And also, so for the raffle for this drone, what's included in that is these collectible stamps, and the stamps are the famous, of course, Ruski Voyeni Kovali Nahui. I think that's it, which basically means Russian warship, do fuck off. And so that's these stamps right here. And I had them signed. Here we go. I had them signed by Sphinx right here, who is from the International Legion, 2nd Battalion, which I will show you a picture. Yeah, I better drop that PayPal address a couple times. Yeah. You can see it across the bottom of my screen right now, or you should be able to. aberrantred@gmail.com, but I'll type it here too, so you guys can copy paste it. Yeah, the orc trolls cannot stop my fundraising. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Everybody can read it there. Now, Sphinx is, I believe, from Belgium. I got it mixed up at first. I thought he was from Germany. And I will let me just go through here, and I'll show you a picture of Sphinx. I need to be careful because I need to find a picture where I'm not showing too much background. I didn't have time to edit these pictures, so son of a bitch, I didn't have time to edit these pictures. I really shouldn't. Let me, give me a second. Oh, here we go. Now I can show you this picture. So this is Sphinx, and what he's doing right there is he is giving me. This is not going to be included in the raffle, guys, but he is giving me. Oh my God! Hang on, I need to. There we go. Let's go back. There's Sphinx. Okay, you can see he's from Belgium. And what he's doing here is, yeah, OPSEC. Thank you, Viper. Oh, God, I made a huge mistake. It was last week. I started sending someone on Signal. I thought I was talking to Zhenya from like Greg Terry, Zhenya, and I was sending someone like all of this stuff about where we were going, and the person called me up and he said, "Are you on? Like, what did he say? Are you on painkillers, mate? Are you on some kind of meds?" I was like, "Oh my God!" I mean, thank God I didn't send it to. I sent it to someone who knows how to keep secrets, but I do have to be careful, Yeah, you think, Ronnie? You think it gave him away? Ronnie says the flag on him would have given him away. So what he's doing right here is he's taking off his International Legion patch. There we go. And that's the patch that you see right here in my hands. And there it is. So this is an International Legion patch from a guy serving on the front right now. And I gave him a new patch.
Thank you.
To wear. So, yeah, there we are. Yeah, Sphinx is totally okay with having his face shown. It's not about the face. It's about the fact that, and I'll show it on the next live stream. It's about the fact that the background, I don't want to have it geolocated. So I'm not going to show. I'll show it next live stream once I've gone and kind of blurred out all the background. Yeah. Sorry about that, Viper. All right. Yeah, I'm not perfect, but parts of me are excellent. That's what I say. That's what I tell myself in the mirror every day. Okay, so just I mean, so many stories to tell, guys. So many things to show you. I just can't. There's no way I can cover it all today. What do I want to talk about? I took some notes. I need to go to just a couple of things. It's the meds, Viper. It's the meds. I swear to God, it's the meds. Okay. No, go away. Sorry, Signal was trying to open up on my page that I'm showing. That's not good. That's never good. Yeah, thank you. Il Pirata messaged me privately and said 63rd mechanized, and I was saying 83rd. God. Yeah, shows you where I'm at. Let's see here. I just want to check my notes. Yeah. So we drove 2,500 kilometers, and I'm so European now, I have forgotten what that is in freedom units. Yeah, so we were within 1 kilometer. I didn't even wake up. Il Pirata heard it because I think he was still up. But I didn't even wake up. I just sleep through that shit now. Ukraine just takes car navigation to a whole new level. Yeah, let me see. I do want to just show you some of the things that that I saw. So this is probably the most important. And by the way, if I look tired here, I think I was. But so here we are. If you don't know what this is that you're looking at, this is the tower in Kharkiv that just got blown up. Oh, UTV and Ham, thank you very much for coming. I'm glad I got to show you your T-shirt before you left. So yeah, 100 kilometers to 60 miles approximately. Yeah, but my brain don't math. So yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I kind of almost felt bad. Here we go. So I'm not even sure I'm allowed to do this, but here I am. This tower was taken out while I was here. Well, I was in Sloviansk, to be honest, because it happened during the day. But this is the big TV tower for the whole city of Kharkiv, and quite a thing. It was like the pride of the whole city because you could see it from all over. We had to drive, of course, all the way to here before we could actually see it now. But there it is. Fucking bastards. Yeah. So, you know, it's interesting about this, which I'll bring up again here. All right. What's interesting about it is the first time I came to Kharkiv, I was invited by a drone company to come to Kharkiv that I was doing consulting work with. This was in 2020, so well before the war. And one of the first things that they showed me in the city was was that TV tower. It was like the landmark of the city. You could see it for miles, and we were actually on the opposite side of the city. They hit it with an S-300 right in the middle, right where you see it chopped off there at the top of the tower. That's where it was hit. No, this was for digital TV, Ronnie. So anybody who had digital digital airwave, I think all the television here is digital. If it's, yeah, I mean, they have cable as well, but I mean, yeah. So, Paul, I think it's time to liberate Belgorod to make a protective zone. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was like the landmark, the pride and joy of the city, dating back to old Soviet times. My feeling on it, and Combat Veteran Reacts was talking about this a couple days ago, maybe yesterday. That there's a massive push in Kharkiv on the part of the Russians, a huge amount of information warfare that they're pushing out. That they're basically trying to scare as many residents away as they possibly can, because they know that they can't take a city of 1.5 million people. So I think they think, well, maybe if we can get half of the residents to leave, or basically, we can get everybody to clear out, and then we'll take over an empty city. I think that is the goal, and I can tell you that the people of Kharkiv do not give a shit. They're like, they're still trucking along, and they're like, go ahead, motherfuckers, So that's yeah. The orcs can orc, but it ain't gonna work. So yeah, I do want to show you just some of the things that I saw, and I kind of felt like shit even making videos of stuff like this, but I mean, let's put it this way: there's also a lot of really amazing, beautiful country out there, and yeah. So let me, but I will. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the bad stuff first. So here we go. So this was in. I guess I can say this was in Izium, where we were. With the sirens going off, and Izium was attacked, or well, okay, so Balaklia was attacked, which is very close to Izium, and here, let me just to give you a sense there. Now, this is not all of the city that's like this, okay? But there are some parts. Izium definitely, it's seen warfare for sure. And I was just trying to be as respectful as possible and not be like this gawking tourist person, but I did want to show you some of the damage and the reality of that. So that's, there was also beauty, just beautiful countryside. Well, maybe that's not the most beautiful. Let's see. What can I find here? All right. Uh-huh. 1 second. I want to go through and find just. Yeah, okay. Here we go.
So I know it doesn't look it, but I'm actually in a beautiful town. This is not the most beautiful parking lot, but you can kind of see behind me. I just came through a town that I'm not prepared to say what town it was, but could have been small town America, to be honest with you. Could have been just a regular, normal, beautiful town in the Midwest. It wasn't. We did see bombed out buildings. Not every building. A lot of the town was, pretty nice. But definitely war was here. So we're getting closer, and the percentage of military vehicles is increasing for sure. But we're on our way. So that's the update.
Yeah. So
I know it doesn't.
I'm probably going to release all these as shorts as well, so people don't have to watch the live stream every damn time.
So here's the update, guys. I should have done yesterday. Welcome to Why Ukraine, everybody. Yesterday we left Lviv after spending some time with...
By the way, I'm super, super sleep deprived here. I just like to mention. So what happened is, I'm kind of going backwards a little bit. So we met in Lviv with a guy from the International Legion, who I will show you a picture of in a minute. And we got him some gear that he desperately needed. And he gave us, I'm not ready to show it yet, but I have it over here. My next live stream, I'll take it out of the bag and stuff and show it to you. We have a flag signed by the entire... well, I should have a better picture of me here. Oh, here we go. Okay. So by the entire 4th Battalion, the entire cohort of new recruits. You guys, don't forget about the toilet paper, the toilets, the floor cleaner, the soap, all of that stuff that you guys have been buying on my Shopify website, which we're going to move. We're going to figure that out in the next couple of weeks. But they're super grateful for that. So here, I will just go and grab the flag. And yeah, so it's signed. The whole thing is signed by the whole, it's a lot. I need to take a proper picture of it. So here, I don't want to get it wrinkled. And they were just so grateful. Herb, the echo is that you have your audio monitor on while showing another video with an audio source. Yes, sorry about that, Herb. And my stupid, I apologize for that. Let me know if it's really annoying. There's no way to turn off my laptop speakers without muting. I don't think without muting the audio of the video that I'm trying to show. So yeah, they literally need to. Now they are supplied with toilet paper for a while. They should be set up for at least a couple more months. Okay. So I verified that they were getting toilet paper. Now, the toilets that I sent, I can't guarantee that they got those toilets and actually are using them. I'm having an issue about this right now. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Herb. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad it's not too much of a problem, but I understand it is a slight echo with my audio. It's because I've got the microphone sitting right here, and my laptop is right in front of me, and the speakers are there. And I'm not sophisticated enough. Yeah, Paul. The Kievan Rus were Norwegian, while the later Mongol Rus in Moscow were not descendant from us. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty interesting history. A while back, I didn't completely cover everything you're talking about, but kind of went over that. This was a couple of months ago, right after Putler did his big fake history lesson. Anyway, so after we met with our, well, I'm not very good at telling a linear story today. After we met with our guy in the 4th Battalion in Lviv, we then drove all night. When I say we, I mean Il Pirata drove, and I kept him awake. I think we got into Kyiv at like 3 o'clock in the morning. We got into Kyiv at 3 o'clock in the morning, and guess what? I forgot about something important. There's a curfew, right? And you can't get into the city when there's a curfew. So we drove up to the checkpoint, and what I would say is basically the simplest thing to explain is that there's not checkpoints everywhere, but incoming and outgoing for most towns. Most villages have a checkpoint with guards. Makes sense, right? So, and they were all of them were super nice, just super awesome, really nice. And so what you're seeing here, this is the morning after what I'm going to describe to you. We drove to Kyiv. We get to the checkpoint, and they're like, no, you got to turn around. So they let us drive forward, go up about a football field where we could turn around and go back the other direction. And so we're like, well, shit, I guess we got to find a hotel. So, of course, most of the hotels are like closed or just not open. And it's 3 o'clock in the freaking morning. We drove around. I think we went to like 3 different hotels. Finally, the third one we found was open. Thank God. And so we stayed in Irpin. It was very interesting because I lived in Irpin when I first came to Kyiv. I spent a month in Irpin in 2019. It's kind of a boring, sleepy town at the time. I will say that, well, here, let me just play the video of what I will say. So here's the update, guys, I should have done yesterday. Welcome to Why Ukraine, everybody. Yesterday we left Lviv after spending some time with a guy in the International Legion and handing off some much-needed aid to him, getting him some supplies and gear that he needed. And I wanted to do an interview or maybe a live stream or something, but I was a little shy, as you might imagine, and we'll try to make that happen. We drove all night from Lviv to Kyiv, got turned around because, of course, there's a curfew, right? Sorry, I didn't realize I told this story already. And so we ended up having to stay, guess where? 3 o'clock in the morning, and we pulled into Irpin. Thank God there was a hotel open. But here we are. This is my first time being here since the war. I lived in Irpin my first month in Kyiv in 2019. So, what do you say about it? I almost don't even like making this video because I feel like I'm disrespecting the dead. But I think it needs to be shown. So here we are. Today we're going to pick up some more gear and supplies that we're taking out to a place I can't tell you where. I'll tell you maybe after we get back. We've got 2 and possibly 3 units that we're delivering to. We've got 3 drums.
And thank you guys for all your support. You guys know that due to a quote-unquote routine security check, the Shopify site, whyukraine.myshopify.com, that I usually ask you guys to give your support to, is down, is not accepting payments, and they won't tell me why, and I have to wait for an email from the accounts team or something like that.
Sorry to make you guys hear this again.
I don't know if it's Russian bots or just general prejudice against Ukraine transactions, or who knows what caused it all to get flagged. Thank God I was able to pull most of them out to buy the drone and the tourniquets before they pulled this bullshit. But it's where we are. I have a PayPal that you can make contributions to. If you make a note, we do have a raffle on the website.
I'll just speed through this, guys, because you guys know.
To buy a drone.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm in a huge stadium.
And a bunch of really cool stuff. We're going to have a signed flag and a bunch of other cool stuff. So please, if you can, make a donation to the PayPal that is in the description for that raffle, and I will put a link or the email for my PayPal that you can use if you'd like to make a donation while the site is down or being attacked by orc bots or whatever it is. So this is European, but to be honest with you guys, this is European. Okay, it's a perfectly normal looking, nice town. This is the edge of it. We actually left the downtown area. Stayed in a nice hotel, and you wouldn't even know that there had been a war. If you didn't drive past this giant mess of cars here, you wouldn't even know that the horrible things that happened here had actually happened. So, wish us luck. Slava Ukraine. Do побачення.
All right, there you go. Sorry about the echo, guys. I have an issue with my sound card that when I plug in my headphones, it doesn't turn off my laptop speakers. Yeah, so headphones don't work. Sorry, Viper, unfortunately. I'm trying to maybe if I find an update to my sound card drivers. But those of you guys who don't know, what you're looking at here is the PayPal. What you're looking at here while I'm talking about PayPal so disrespectfully, these are all of the cars that were full of civilians that were blown up by the orcs in Irpin. These were all full of families, people trying to escape the violence. And so this is just left here as kind of a silent memorial. And I had to show you guys this, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it already. But it's there. Now, one thing I didn't do there, there's also the bridge that was blown up and that the refugees had to cross. I don't know if you guys remember those times, dark days in March of 2022. I purposefully let me put it this way. I saw a lot of blown up bridges. Yeah, Cheryl says, I looked at a couple Connor Klein videos, but he was too much of a mixed bag. I agree with you on that, Cheryl. Ronnie says, you are missing nothing anymore. Yeah. Yeah, Cheryl's all over the place, man. She pops up everywhere. No, good people person.
So lots and lots of blown up bridges, guys, really. And lots of, obviously we had to cross the rivers. So they had, Irpin and Bucha are directly, they're like neighboring cities to each other, Ronnie. And they're literally immediately bordering each other. So, yeah. What I would say about it, though, is that, if you look at the beginning of the video here, almost every single part of the city that was obviously attacked, burned out, bombed, has been reconstructed. I didn't see, you could barely tell that there had been a war. If I didn't see this memorial of the cars, I would have driven through, I would have driven through not even knowing that it had been attacked, which, speaks volumes to the resilience of the Ukrainian people and their determination and willingness, to just put their lives back together and keep on trucking, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I started. Let's see. Let me just figure out what else I want to show you. I want to show you a video I made outside of. I believe I made this outside of Kharkiv. Yeah.
So I know it doesn't look it, but I'm actually in a beautiful town.
Sorry, that's wrong. I already showed you that. Pin. Okay, maybe I recorded. I swear to God, I recorded a video outside of Kharkiv. I just wanted to show people like what the land looks like, just this beautiful, awesome land, and apparently I failed to hit record. So yeah. Okay, it looks like it could be the Midwest. It could be the Great Plains. So this is coming out of Kharkiv, and I just want to show you this. This is coming out of Izium. So I want to show you this video.
So when the Kharkiv counteroffensive retook this part of the country, retook Sloviansk, retook Izium, the 13th and the 95th were some of the primary brigades who had some of the greatest victories and took some of the biggest losses. All the way here along this road between Izium and Sloviansk, these flags are posted to commemorate that. That's all I got to say.
Sorry. So those the flags that you saw there, all the way along the road, coming out of Izium, going east. There's these flags. Let's see if I can find one. I took some pictures. Here we go. You can kind of see one there. I was trying to take pictures as we're driving by. So these flags say like 95th and 13th. And there's one other one that I wasn't able to read. But basically it's just marking places where these huge, massive battles took place in the Kharkiv counteroffensive for the deoccupying of Irpin. Manu, it's better not knowing what was done in Irpin. It would be better, except we have to know. We have to. The world needs to know, and it's things we don't want to talk about. Just like the world doesn't want to talk about the stolen children. And I hate the fact that
just if I use the words that we must use to describe what was done in Irpin, YouTube will ban me, or demonetize and shadow ban the video. JPH, thank you very much for becoming a member. But YouTube will, demonetize, shadow ban, whatever the video, and that is censorship, and that is prevent. They're in the with the purpose of protecting the children or something like that. They are effectively stupidifying. They're suppressing this knowledge that the world desperately needs to know. And so it's not that we're better off not knowing, it's that we wish we didn't have to know, but we have to know. We have to know, we have to recognize it so that it doesn't happen again. So it doesn't just get swept under the carpet. This is what, in the interests of protecting the children, we can't talk about the things that were done in Irpin, and so people don't know. And does Discord do live streams, Mr. Squiggle? That's an excellent question, and yes, the answer is yes. And I have done one live stream where I co-live streamed on YouTube, Discord, and I think Facebook. No, maybe it was just YouTube and Discord. Yeah, a blonde bombsheller, he says, and we have to tell others. We have to. And this is a big reason why, I gave you guys my proposal a couple of weeks ago about volunteers coming to Ukraine, doing volunteer work. We'll kind of like give you some training so that you don't make yourself, how do I say this? So that you don't get in the way. Yes, Mr. Squiggle, you're right. That is a way around YouTube censorship, and that is one big reason why I set up the Discord, is to share information that is otherwise censored. Yeah. Okay. So we are. I've been talking about this with some of you who are listening. So we are preparing to set up an NGO, a 501c3. I can't go into the complete details yet, but basically to allow people to come to Ukraine. I mean, anybody can right now. You can come here and volunteer, and in fact, there's a great website for that. Volunteering Ukraine, which has vastly improved from what it was. But we want to set up kind of a system where people are going to be able to come here. They'll have a place to stay. You'll be working with a group of other volunteers and Ukrainians. You're going to get training in, first of all, you're going to learn some Ukrainian. You're going to learn some basic safety stuff, some first aid, how to, not step on a mine in a war zone, from experienced volunteers who are here and have been here. And then we're going to do community service work. First of all, we're going to repair homes for. That's going to be kind of like our primary mission, is to repairing homes for Ukrainians, for internally displaced refugees, to live in. And the title, specifically our target is families with children, wherein one of the parents has passed away because of the war or been seriously injured because of the war. And so that's our current plan. We haven't, it's only words yet, but we're working on it. Okay. So that's going to be our project. We will probably work with Volunteering Ukraine and others. But yeah, so we want to make it as accessible to people as possible. And we talked about cost and things last time. But I just, so that we don't have that nailed down yet, but I want you to know that that's coming along. And, yeah, so the other thing that's happening in our Discord, for those of you who are in there, is, and these two things may come together. They may actually kind of dovetail, as people are seriously talking about funding drones. So, of course, on my website here, we have this drone raffle, and you can go to the PayPal and just put in raffle, and that's to buy a drone. Okay. If you go on my website right now, if you've just joined, just know that we don't know what's going on here. We don't know yet, but you can't buy anything on my website right now. I know I've repeated it ad nauseum, but so we're using PayPal right now. So it's a raffle. You're gonna win. If you win, you're gonna win this awesome painting by one of our members, and a bunch of other cool stuff that I showed earlier. These are all signed by soldiers, and this flag behind me, which is now signed by a soldier. Whoa! Salt of the Red Earth. Sindar. Do you even know does anybody know what a Sindar is? The Grey Elves. That's what, if you want to know, that's what Legolas was in Lord of the Rings. He was a Sindar. So you are officially at Legolas level. Salt. Yeah, and Bill has more paintings in the works, so we're gonna do more of this. It's a pretty cool thing to get. But also, what people are talking about, kind of the next step. Thank you very much, Salt. Why Ukraine, the last alliance? You are my favorite. Oh wow, Herb, you got your Discord working. Fantastic. That's great. So hopefully, yeah, it'll be great to see you in there. But I understand not everybody can join the Discord, and that's okay too. But we are funding. We're going to be funding, on the wherever we move the website to, whatever platform we put it on. We're going to kind of switch over there to buying parts for drones, and the 2 units in the 63rd, which running no. Sorry, hang on. I was reading something of yours while I'm reading while I'm speaking. No, I'm reading while I'm speaking and thinking at the same time. So I was reading one of your messages while I'm trying to find something. Okay, forget about that. I want to show you a picture. Oh, that's interesting. Aussie Bugga. I have a bed and breakfast in Kampot, Cambodia. You can raffle a free week stay if you like. Let me know. Holy crap, dude. That's an awesome fucking idea, dude. Wow. Hell's bells. Yeah, I love that idea. I hope you're on the Discord. If you are not on the Discord, just send me an email or something. Let's talk about that. That's a fantastic. I'm going to take a note. One moment. I want to put it over here. Okay. Aussie
Bugger. Raffle 1 week at B and B in Kampot, Cambodia. Cool. That's a great idea, dude. That's fucking awesome. On my list. Yeah. No, I don't think any of us are super rich, Ozzy, but that's great. That's awesome. Okay, so where was I? Oh, right. So what I want to do, what I was doing here, while I was trying to read and look at things. So our guys in the 63rd Brigade, who I showed you earlier, and I will show you again. So these are the guys in the International Legion.
And what we write? The International Legion?
Yeah. Our second.
By the way,
you don't have much.
do you guys see what they're doing? Check out what they're doing. So what they're doing here, everybody, is I don't know if I want to show you. I don't know if I want to show you this. Okay. Yes, they are signing patches. So just to show you here, I will minimize my screen there. So this is a Ukraine patch, Ukraine Armed Forces patch. This is a Ukraine flag patch. And this says 2nd Bat International Legion, Donetsk region. There. I wasn't going to tell you where they were, but I guess they wrote it down. So all of these are signed like that. And we have a bunch of them. This one says UAV team, 2nd International Legion. Yeah, dude. It actually, yeah, this one. Thanks, dude. Dax is the guy wearing the balaclava. He was super cool. He is Ukrainian, but somehow he's in the International Legion. I don't know how that works. And then Sphinx, who's the guy from Belgium that you're looking at there. Yeah, these are going to be for you guys. So we're gonna raffle these off somehow. And Sphinx, who's from Belgium, and I was in training. He was one of the guys who we traded some awesome stories. It was it was fun. And Il Pirata was there. He was sitting right across the table, so he got to see I'm a Dudist priest, Herb. That's awesome. Yeah. So I got to tell you something, guys. Them finding out that you are supporting them, that literally brought them to tears. Okay, we saw freaking these guys get choked up. Really. I don't mean just these guys. Wait, hang on. There we go. I don't mean just these guys. Okay. I'm talking about every dude we met in the army who was like, "Are you serious? They they're really supporting us." I mean, we're talking about people feeling just so alone and left out, and so they're like, "Hell yeah, I'll sign these patches for people." They were on it like white on rice. So I also so we're gonna I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity to get your hands on some of these patches and hopefully wear them yourself with pride. I specifically chose patches that just to go back here, I specifically chose patches that you can wear this, okay, without worrying about stolen valor. That was my main concern. Nobody's gonna nobody's gonna say, "Oh, are you trying to say you're a member of this unit or that unit or something?" No, that's not gonna happen. So don't ever worry about that with these patches. You can put them on anything, and nobody's gonna accuse you of anything other than being awesome. Yeah. I didn't have them sign all of the patches because some of them, like this one, okay, I don't know if any of you are big Second Amendment types, but this says in Ukrainian. Okay, I don't know, or maybe this is for you. I'm not sure, but this patch says, "Free people have guns." Yeah. So there's somebody who's gonna love this patch. Yeah. Because it won't look weird wearing my elven robe to go to Herb the Dudist priest. That's actually true. Yeah, I think an elven robe would go well at a Dudist priest concert. Did they call them concerts? Anyway, guys, I have a bunch of cool stuff, and we're gonna be raffling it off and auctioning it off and doing all of that in the near future. I mean, I haven't even shown you all, to be honest. I haven't even shown it all. Okay. Can I show one more thing, and then I'll stop with the show and tell? I promise. Is it okay? I'll show one more thing. Here we go. Sorry. Okay. This is the drone actually came in 4 different boxes. This is the box that your guys' drone came in. And I had them sign it. Because you guys asked about it. I don't know, some of you last time, you guys asked about this. You said, can we have the boxes? Can they sign the boxes? And I said yes, and they did it. And so this one says Zaporizhia. I'm gonna have my wife translate these, I swear to God. This is from Sam, who is a reconnaissance drone operator in the 63rd. And he says, thank you for all your help. See you back at my sea. Because he's from Kherson. He's from Kherson. And he's like, we're gonna take the Black Sea back. That's his deal. So that's why he says here on this one, Black Sea is waiting for us. So I thought it was pretty cool. This is the battery, one of the 2 batteries for the drone. Oh wow. Real Dave Seaman, 210 out of 450. So yeah. So by the way, that's something that's going on our Discord right now. Is we're putting together a fund for to buy stuff for a whole big list of parts for our guy in the International Legion who's buying drones. I'm sorry, building drones. And we are going to continue to do that. That's going to be the main focus of whatever platform we move the fundraising page over to. I'm just basically going to replicate this. It's going to take me a couple of weeks to get this moved over to another platform, to get all that worked out. I'll move it over, and we'll just keep on trucking, Oh, yeah, Il Pirata. Thank you. So, thank you. There's so many stories I have to tell. I should have been taking notes as I was going along. Hey, Nikki Hill. Oh, I never knew that your first name was Nikki. I just thought your first name was N. That's cool. But thank you for coming. So we're driving along in as close as, probably just about as close as we got. I mean, as close as we got to the actual front lines. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but well, we can go to Deep State. And yeah, so this is just to give you guys a sense. There was some pretty big stuff going on this over the weekend. A lot of fighting happening all up and down the lines. And we didn't hear any booms, which is really funny. Well, okay, Il Pirata did in Kharkiv. But we didn't, but we were pretty close. And so this was as close as, I would argue, as close as we actually got to the actual fighting on the road to the front line. And we're driving along in our SUV rental, and we got past, and my God, I wish we'd had a chance to take a picture. I was so busy laughing, I couldn't get out my camera. We got passed by, let me see if I can find it. I'm going to just do a Google search for camouflage. What do you call it when a car has a convertible? Oh my gosh. Camouflage convertible Lada. Let's see what we find. Well, I don't think we're going to find anything that does it justice here. I just want you guys to picture. Of course, this is. Let's see. How about old? Okay, I don't know if you guys know what a Lada is, but I mean they're still made in Russia. They're an old Soviet Union car. Oh, look at this. Here we go. That's pretty close. This is pretty darn close to what it actually looked like right here. Oh no, I don't want that. So it's this old Soviet Union car, except it's totally camouflaged. Yeah, top down, cage up. Yeah, no cage on this one though. But it was rattle can, green camouflage. And the dude passed us up like we were wearing a dirty shirt, really. Paul, I could not tell you which model, to be honest. I mean, it was a lot of, it was basically like this, older than sin. I mean, I think the paint might have been holding it together because it looked pretty rusty underneath, to be honest. They probably could have just left the rust on and it would have been perfectly camouflaged against dirt. But this thing passed us up like we was wearing a dirty shirt, as I recall. Or was it going the opposite direction? It was going by too fast. Oh my God. I'm not sharing my screen. There we go. I'm trying to talk about this and I'm not sharing my goddamn screen. Yeah. Something like this. Okay. And the dude, I mean, he looks like he's going to war. Sedan. Paulo's a sedan. Yeah. Definitely a sedan. Sorry, I was talking and I should have been showing the picture. Yeah. Basically like this. almost exactly like this. Something like this, except not nearly so nice, like just super rusty and old, and yeah. and these dudes, dudes going to war. Okay, that's the thing. That's the ticket, right? Dude's going to war. Like he's like, I'm gonna kill me some goddamn Russians. You know, like with tons and tons of military vehicles. Interesting. That was originally a Fiat that the Soviet Union licensed. That's interesting. It makes sense. Yeah, I knew it wasn't an original Soviet Union design. I knew that much. But yeah, and there's all these military vehicles going by, mostly what you guys would call sprinter vans, or transit vans, and open air attack Lada. Yes, thank you, Richard Stevens. Yes. I mean, I can imagine some, like, you got the driver, you got a navigator, and two guys in the back with an AK, or each with AKs. Like, or I don't know. It's just, I mean, it could happen, and maybe it's a legit thing. No, but seriously, there were lots and lots and lots of, frankly, just regular old SUVs, pickup trucks, Jeep Grand Cherokees, and just painted some version of green. And it's like, just imagine going to war with that. I was thinking, like, that's what they have. That's what they got. Blonde bombsheller, Viper UA. That's really thoughtful. I was just going to give my Netflix login. Oh, okay. I see. You were going to give it to Viper. Sorry, Blonde Bombsheller. I thought you were offering that for our next raffle. Your Netflix login. Sorry, out of context. Oh, my granddad also drove a Lada here in Norway at one point in the late 1980s. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we have a Niva here, which is a kind of it's a type of Lada. So if you want to know what that looks like, looks like this. The Lada Niva. It's a 4-wheel drive. We have one it's green. It's not this color green. It's like if somebody took a Subaru Justy from like the early 90s, and yeah, but the one that we have, it literally was bought in the last days of the Soviet Union, and they are very rugged cars and they will last forever. But the one we have is on its last legs, and as I've said before, we could probably drive it to the next town, but I'm not sure we could drive it back. But yeah, I think they're super cool. I love really small cars, so don't get me started on the small car thing again. But yeah, so Viper says, no, it's a docu-series about USSR and the atomic bomb, which was one of the most in-depth USSR series I've seen. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Print the title here and I'll check it out myself. For sure. Okay, so I know I have more stories to tell. I'm gonna share more pictures with you. Some of the videos that I've shown here and other ones that I have, I just need to go through and kind of check them for OPSEC, clear them out a little bit, and make sure that I'm not showing anything I shouldn't be. Maybe blur out some parts or cut out some parts. And next live stream, I'll have more pictures to share with you of the guys and just everything. And let's see here. This is the one. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is driving through Kharkiv, and I don't know if you guys remember when this was blown up. Planeta Mall. This is not recent, but yeah. I know I'm showing you guys a lot of stuff that's all blown out and blasted and everything, but most of Kharkiv looked great. Most of, even the villages that we went to, for the most part, a lot of them looked pretty good. The Ukrainians are trying to hold their shit together, and I think it was just Viper says turning point, the bomb, and the USSR. Okay, let me take that note. Documentary. Turning point, the bomb, and the USSR. Okay, great. Thank you. Hugh, welcome. Thanks for joining through Salt of the Red Earth. It's funny that your name says huge. I'm sure you're huge. You are a Canadian, right? I don't know. I don't know why that was a joke, but it seemed like a good one. I need to say that something amazing, absolutely amazing, guys, that obviously happened over the weekend. While we just being in Kharkiv and then out there, at the front lines and giving out these drones and stuff to the guys, and at the same time, these votes are happening in America. And as an American, that was pretty interesting. We got to the point where maybe like the first day, I can't remember, when did the Senate vote? No, when it was Saturday. Was it Saturday or Sunday that the anyway? It just seemed like people's attitudes changed, and they were like, "Oh, American!" And every time we went through like a checkpoint or something, people were just so happy to see us. Salt of the Red Earth. Hugh G. That's great. Yeah. So it's Saturday, exactly. Thank you. People were so grateful. We were just going. We just had 3 drones. That's it. But people were so happy to see us out there, and knowing that, hey, there's a couple of people from America. Oh, I just lost connection. That's interesting. Can you guys hear me? Everything going still? Say hello. Just checking to make sure my stream is still up. Because okay. Not if you can hear me. Something dark side. Okay. Everybody can hear me. Okay, good. Fantastic. Just checking. Okay. Yeah, because I lost connection there for a minute. I mean, honestly, there was a strike this afternoon that landed in the middle of Ukraine. I'm not going to tell you how near it was to my house here, but close enough. So I gotta keep that in mind. But I'm not really doing it justice. To talk about the gratitude that Ukrainians showed and had, and literally just again, the soldiers we met with, the people that we met with out there, who just they were just passing through security checkpoints and everything else, and just there's smiles on their faces, to see Americans out there. And I want to give you guys that experience. And like Cheryl, for example, Cheryl says, my problem is low reserves. I assume you're talking about money, not energy. I think, welcome to the club. We all have low reserves, both energy and money. But maybe we can rub 2 cents together, and just like we're sponsoring memberships right now, some of you are. Maybe in the future we can think about sponsoring people who want to come to Ukraine but can't afford it. Like so the approximate cost so the flight, air flight, if you go the cheapest, is going to be about $500. Taking the train, getting on the train here, you could, like Il Parato was saying today, you could be having coffee in San Francisco on Wednesday afternoon and be here by Friday morning, here in the middle of Ukraine. Good, Sally. I'm glad you found the documentary. Yeah, cool. Blonde hands Herb a hanky. So I want to just, it'll change your life. To be honest with you, it'll change your life. $500. That's a one-way ticket. Bell? No, I think that's round trip. I'm talking like the cheapest, absolute cheapest. But that's what Canti was saying. Canti Ludan was saying he bought $500 for a one-way ticket. I'm sorry, for both ways. So a round trip is what I mean. Sorry. Round trip ticket. And then, the total train, it probably cost you about $50. Aaron says, is that standby? Oh, you mean like you get kicked off the plane if they have too many people? I think it depends on the airline, Aaron. But I have I said this before. Why Ukraine? If you have the right passport, fair enough. That's true. Yeah, it's cheaper than a flight from LA to Orlando. Yeah. But I mean, you can spend more, obviously. And then a month here. I mean, we're looking at costing, to spend. Most people can't spend a month, so 2 weeks, right? So it'd be kind of like room and board paid, everything paid, and all your food. I mean, you can always go and buy more food, I guess, but you don't have to worry about meals. And you'll come here and you'll do some volunteer work, help fix up. And there's a lot of things that people can do. That's the thing, is I really want this to be kind of like a menu. So if you're, I don't know, if you're in a damn wheelchair, or maybe not a damn wheelchair, maybe it's a really cool wheelchair, you should still be able to come. No, Aaron, no. It was. So Aaron says, I'm just amazed. I was thinking I'd need over $1,000 for travel back and forth. It was that, but it's gone down now.
It's gone down now. So, you know, like a year ago or more, it was like $1,000, but now it's gone way down. So we're looking at different models. I'm thinking about kind of maybe something more like I don't know. We're just talking about it right now, like a gym membership kind of a thing. Yeah. So so the nice thing is yes. Aaron says, yes, there needs to be an organized effort to help foreigners help in Ukraine without being a burden on Ukrainians. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So you'll come here, you'll get a place to stay, you'll work with Ukrainians and other volunteers, you'll learn some stuff, you'll kind of get your feet wet, as wet as you want to get them. You know, and most people have 2 weeks of PTO, you know, and that's cool. And it's not the only game in town. There's lots of other things you can do, but this is like you're not just diving into a black hole without knowing what to expect. You know what I mean? So, and I think that it'll end up being that you'll love it so much that you'll want to come back regularly. Yeah, Aussie Buggy. Yeah, international airfares are slowly returning to pre-pandemic levels. Yeah. Paul says so many people wish to help, but they're so difficult to find information about how to do something useful. I'd love to put some information on my webpage about that. Yeah. And that's, you know, probably when I move the webpage to a new platform, I'll include that. There is a YouTube streamer that focuses on expats who live in Ukraine. Really? Maybe that. Yes, Bell. Who is this person? Salt of the Red Earth. I call bottom bunk. Yeah. So Blonde says it's going to happen. Yeah. So we're getting serious about this, and very soon. I definitely I want to do this for the summer. Sally, I'm really trying to cut expenses so I can send more help to Ukraine. Disabled and on Social Security, so I can't increase income. But I'm moving to a cheaper place in May and not eating out now. Hey, you know, Sally, I want to just let you know, and this is true for some people who are, you know, on that fixed income. Oh, the gays. Okay, the YouTube handle is the gays. Okay, Aaron, I was just going to ask Greg Terry how to make the most of a plane ticket to Ukraine and help him out. Yeah. Well, that's kind of Aaron. That's interesting. That's how Il Parata kind of got in touch with me, because he contacted Greg Terry, and you know, Greg didn't have time and was feeling. Greg expressed that he was feeling a little bit frustrated that he wasn't able to help all the people. Oh, are we buffering right now? Sorry. Greg was this how this, you know, I had this plan like in the what do you call it? I want to say in my magazine. I had this plan on lock. But I had kind of set it aside and give it up on it while I worked on the YouTube channel. And then Greg Terry talking about, man, we got all these volunteers and people who want to volunteer, and we just don't have the infrastructure for them to come and help. And I'm like, oh, well, I have a plan about that. So, you know, you guys, I mean, yeah, I understand that people don't have a lot of money. And so I want to work something out about that, you know, as far as coming to Ukraine and helping, but understand that you can do things other than paying money. Okay. Just going and talking to people and saying, hey, you know, support Ukraine, does a lot, you know, because maybe you don't have money and maybe the person you talk to doesn't have money, but the next person that they talk to is like, oh, really? Ukraine's still a thing? And then they go and look up, and then maybe they go on and they look up the gays. Is this an LGBT thing? The gays? Sorry, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Nice. The gays digital platform. Discussing
life and political issues in the U.S. with expats in Ukraine. Dude, I'm all about it. I'm on this like white on rice. So they have a whole series. Yeah, Salt of the Red Earth. Yeah, see, there's everybody has a skill, and you're going to be able to do something, and if that's just holding a board while someone else saws it, or picking up bricks, or doing accounting work, you're going to be able to do it, and we're going to give you a place. It's a big tent here, and in the it's all what's the phrase? It's not the blah 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 something. It's the friends you met along the way, and that's ultimately, yeah. So this is super cool. I like this a lot, very much. Oh yeah, Nikki, thank you for coming. By the way, I know that Rick the Ukrainian is starting, so I'm actually done. I was planning on finishing up around this time, so thanks for coming, N Hill. Yeah, see, I make excellent coffee. Yeah. Yeah. And just to spend some time at the military unit in the hospital. See, that's the kind of thing. Like, we can go and do all of those things and just show up and be like, "Hi, we're from other countries and we support Ukraine." So that's the kind of thing that I think we're going to do. So I'm sorry I didn't really get into the news and stuff today. This was more of just a report on what I did. It was my show and tell. I know you guys love my show and tells. I didn't show everything or tell everything, but I can play the ukulele at hospitals. Maybe. Well, you can't play it worse than me, so. So anyway, guys, thank you all for coming. And we are the last alliance. Resistance is futile. All right. Slava Ukraine, everyone. Do побачення. And I will see you all on Saturday. Saturday, I'm going to be in Ivano-Frankivsk. Yeah. So we'll get to talk about that. All right. Yeah. At the end, can you link Rick's stream to direct people there? That's an excellent goal, Mr. Squiggle. I will try. Hang on. Rick the Ukrainian, of course. I can put it in the yes, so it's starting. Copy. Boosh. There is the link for Rick the Ukrainian, guys. So head on over there, and he will have an awesome stream for you. I'm absolutely certain. So, thanks everybody. Yeah, do побачення.